Hello, welcome to Honor Ride Across America. We're here in Homer City, Pennsylvania at American Legion Post 493. Visiting here with us today is Kurt Catan. He was a prior military veteran, U.S. Army. Kurt, say hello.
How are you doing?
Great. Kurt, what inspired you to join the military?
My family has a long history of military activity and going back to my old country forefathers. My father was a Marine, spent his time in Nicaragua in the 20s. My brother is in the Korean era as Air Force, and from that I picked up on it, and I ended up going Army, but much to my father's disappointment. But he would like to see me a Marine. But I love my military service. I had a good experience. Got to see a lot of country. I got to see Hawaii, Japan. Spent my time, as I said, in Korea, as a helicopter mechanic. And
okay, Kurt, you had a chance to visit some countries being in the military. Do you think you would have that chance as a civilian?
I cannot see that ever happening. I never dreamed of it myself, but the opportunities that are offered by military service are something I'd love to see all young people do. For myself, with our all civilian Army, national service, I think, would not be a bad idea.
Right, it's a good idea.
Instituted, but with our present military system robs our young people of the opportunity to go out and see and do an experience.
As when you were trained in the military, what field did you really enjoy the most?
I love my work as a helicopter mechanic, and it got me a little bit of flight time, a little bit of door time. And, although I wasn't flight crew, I was ground crew, high echelon maintenance, but I loved it. It got me places I never dreamed I'd ever get to go.
What about your duty stations? Would you like to highlight those?
My time in Korea was spent in what's now called Camp Stanley in near Uijeongbu, Korea, which has gone from a small village on the civilian side, thatched huts, to Quonset, 14-man Quonset huts, is now a booming city with high-rise apartments, and I would love to go back there and absorb the changes.
Okay, so you say you're a helicopter mechanic. When you returned to civilian life, were you able to utilize that field to your civilian career?
I very well could have. I worked close to the Boeing Berthold factories near Philadelphia, and in fact did interview with them, but I had the itchy foot, and I thought I needed to wander still, and I did.
That's awesome. So your military career, did it influence your character to this day?
Absolutely.
And
rotten kid.
Highlight yourself in your character today versus, let's say you never joined the military.
Well, I think I have a continuing sense of duty and obligation to my country, which I express through membership in the American Legion, because we continue to serve.
And what do you do in the American Legion?
I've held several posts in our Post Legion proper, and I've also was active in getting our American Legion Riders started and served several officer positions in that area.
I see you have a motorcycles vest on. What does that represent?
The American Legion Riders are a program of the American Legion that were founded and started as a means of getting more young people involved, giving them drawing our common interest in motorcycle riding, and using that to an advantage for the Legion. We do a lot of fundraising, a lot of parade duty, making a presence for the American Legion.
Well, most Americans, when they see a black leather vest, they get the stigma of an outlaw motorcycle gang. Are they affiliated at all with the outlaws of motorcycling, the American Legion Riders?
Absolutely not. We are not a motorcycle club at all. We're a motorcycle riding association that is governed and overseen by the overall American Legion program. We could not exist without the American Legion under our charter, and we are an association of people with common interests. We're not a club.
I notice you carry the American flag on your vest proudly, and the POW MIA patch as well. Now, I take it that you are very still patriotic with those two symbols.
We have a continuing obligation to put God and country and our fellow citizens first and foremost before we put ourselves.
Well, you bring to the point that most people don't realize. You mentioned God. Do you feel that God has influenced you in your life?
God's definitely part of my life.
That's an awesome thing to say, sir. Is there any special thing that you would like to put out to the American general public when they view this video of you?
I would simply encourage every man to look more closely at military organizations and the good that they continue to do. Whether American Legion as we are, I also belong to the VFW. We're all out there to continue to serve our fellow man, our fellow citizens. It's not about us, and it's not about a place to drink, Kate. But it's we have our fellowship, and it goes on lifelong. I'm still in touch with some of my military buddies from 50 years ago or so, and in fact, I hope to see one in Colorado while I'm riding my motorcycle this summer.
All right, Kurt. We really wish you well, and we hope to influence more Americans via your video interview. So God bless, sir.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say so.
All right.